What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Star Vision Thanksgiving special. And we are here to get ready for the Week 12 divisional matchup against the Washington football team. The importance of this game this week is whoever wins takes control of first place in the NFC East. The NFC East is very competitive with everyone having 3 wins, so this game is crucial for the rankings in the division. So hopefully the Cowboys can pull one out, and let's get started. Thanksgiving games are very fun, never disappoint. This Thanksgiving game should live up to the hype. Thanksgiving is personally my favorite holiday because you got family, you got football, most importantly Dallas Cowboys football. It's a NFL tradition that America's team plays every Thanksgiving. And also you got the ham, you got the turkey, put it together with some sides and add in the dessert with some pies. You got the complete package. Like, who doesn't like Thanksgiving? Every Thanksgiving I'm like, this turkey right here, that's me chilling every Thanksgiving. This is my favorite holiday. I love Thanksgiving. The fact that you get family and football and a bunch of good food, it's over. I love Thanksgiving. So let's get started. I have a little fun fact for you guys. The Dallas Cowboys record on Thanksgiving is 31-19-1. Hopefully we keep up this positivity with a win versus Washington. I personally have experienced a Thanksgiving game. In 2009, when the Cowboys played the Oakland Raiders, this is the first year the AT&T Stadium has been open. I went with my family, had a wonderful time. I will never forget this trip. The Cowboys won, so that made it way better. So that was a great experience. So let's get started. Let's get started with this game prep, starting with the injury report. The Washington kicker, Dustin Hopkins, he's dealing with a groin injury he suffered last week against Cincinnati. So keep an eye on that. Kicking problems are a thing in the NFL. Moving on to the Cowboys, they also have a kicking issue. Greg Zuerlein actually hurt his back late in the game against Minnesota. So keep an eye on that. He should be good to go, but just keep an eye on it during the game. See if he has any issues kicking. Also, starting cornerback Anthony Brown, he suffered a ribs injury last week against Minnesota. So he is questionable to play, but I expect him not to play because the Cowboys recently elevated 2 cornerbacks from the practice squad for this game. So expect Anthony Brown to be out. So moving on to the Redskins offense. Since we played the Redskins, the Washington football teams, that's going to take a while. The Washington football team, in week 7, they had Kyle Allen at the quarterback. But things have changed. Kyle Allen suffered a gruesome injury, which has him sidelined for the rest of the year. So now, with an amazing comeback story, Alex Smith, he is starting quarterback for the Washington football team. So he's at the helm. Alex Smith, he's been known to be a game manager his whole career with the Kansas City Chiefs. Has high IQ. He does not turn over the ball. He knows how to win. So with this injury, he has a different play style. Back then he uses his legs a lot. He's not the fastest, but he can still run. But now with this injury, his leg, expect him. Well, he has been changing his game. So he's a pocket passer. So the Cowboys need to attack him early and throughout the game. He uses his running backs a lot with J.D. McKissick in the passing game, Antonio Gibson. So a lot of short routes. Get out the ball quick. He's a great, like we said, he's a great game manager, and he uses his stud wide receiver Terry McLaurin a lot. He's his number 1 target, and he's a baller. He showed out in week 7. He had 100+ yards against the Cowboys. And that our main focus has to be on Terry McLaurin. That is crucial for our Cowboys' success. Moving on to the defense. Washington's defense, they still have their elite front seven in Chase Young, Deron Payne, Montez Sweat, and I forgot Jonathan Allen. Those guys are 4 first-round picks, and they also have Ryan Kerrigan in the mix. So they've been very impressive. When the Cowboys played them, our offensive line was severely hurt with Zach Martin out. But now, with our offensive line changes, we have Zach Martin at right tackle and Connor McGovern at right guard. As we seen last week. Dalton had time. We had the run game, so our offensive line is 100 times better since week 7. So that should help a lot. And the Cowboys only put up 3 points. That is unacceptable. The Washington football, I almost said Redskins again. The Washington football team's secondary, although they do not have like big names on their secondary, they've been well coached by Jack Del Rio, and they currently have the number 1 pass defense in the league. Who would have thought? But they've been showing out that pass rush definitely helps the secondary. Just putting that out there. But let's see if Andy Dalton can utilize his weapons to his full extent on Thanksgiving. So let's shift focus on the Cowboys. Their main focus is 3 easy things. Number 1, establish the run. Ezekiel Elliott finally had 100 yards rushing last week against Minnesota, and that took a lot of pressure off Andy Dalton. Our offensive line, like we said, vastly improved. That helped a lot with Ezekiel Elliott. We need to start Ezekiel Elliott early and throw in Tony Pollard in the mix because we saw how explosive he is when he's in. So establish the run. Next, protect Andy Dalton. Last week, Andy Dalton was very comfortable. Vikings had no pass rush at all. And when you put a all-pro Zach Martin at right tackle instead of Terrence Steele, that's what happens. That's what happens. Andy Dalton looked like a true veteran out there, and he was completing. He was very accurate, and he had 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Hopefully that comes back. You know, he left early in week 7 against Washington with a concussion, John Bostic. Now, I want to point out, the Dallas Cowboys, when Andy Dalton took that dirty hit to the head, no one stepped up for him. Everyone was just sitting back, looking at him and just had him on the ground. Hopefully the Cowboys play with some fire, because week 7, they looked flat. They did not look like they wanted to be there, but now they're in the mix again. They won last week. Let's make it back-to-back wins. And lastly, make Alex Smith uncomfortable. Our defensive line with DeMarcus Lawrence and Randy Gregory on the edge, they've been creating more pass rush recently. And why did Randy Gregory only play 16 snaps last week? That is insane. He played 16 snaps and he had 4 pressures. Put him on the field and keep him there. He's very good. And since the Cowboys have started Antoine Woods and Neville Gallimore in the interior, our run defense has been 10 times better, and hopefully that improves, because Neville Gallimore, he's a key asset to this defense. He's a 3 technique, and he can rush the passer. So that's enough for that game. Let's shift our focus to, here you go. Let me set this up. The Cowboys have a real chance to win this division. It's insane. So this is a chart of the remaining schedule strength. So if you can see at the top, the Falcons, they have a hard schedule at the top, from the top to the bottom, the hardest to the easiest. So if we look at the top, let's look at the NFC East teams. You see Philadelphia at number 5. They have a very tough schedule with the Saints, Packers, Seahawks, and Cardinals. These are all playoff teams. They still have to play them. So unless Carson Wentz vastly improves, there's no way the Eagles are making the playoffs. They were the favorites, but Carson Wentz is holding them back. Here, the Giants, top 11. Right here, they still have some 6 to 7 win teams on their schedule. Scroll down, Washington, okay, they're in the middle. They still have 2 very tough teams, and this matchup, Thanksgiving matchup, is key. I'm telling you, this is a very big game. If we go to the very bottom, the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. At number 31, we only have the Ravens. That's our toughest remaining team on the schedule. We have the Ravens. These are all winnable games, starting with Washington. We have 3 divisional games left, and we have the Bengals, which without Joe Burrow and Andy Dalton could get his revenge on his former team. And then we have a severely hurt 49ers team. So this is very possible. Cowboys Nation, we can make the playoffs, and it starts with this week against the Washington football team. So let's close this out with a game prediction. Game prediction is going to be a very close game. The Redskins, the Washington football team has a very good defense, and it showed on week 7. So expect that to duplicate onto week 12. And like I said, a very close game. I have the Cowboys winning by 3, 24-21. Thanksgiving Day, hopefully we win, because the turkey and ham after a Thanksgiving victory, 100 times better. Please, Cowboys, do not ruin my Thanksgiving. Please, I need this. We need this. I need this. Cowboys need this. Come back and get this win at home, Thanksgiving. And to wrap it up, I want to say some things I'm thankful for. Thanksgiving, you have to be thankful. That's what Thanksgiving is. So let's do a little activity. I'll start. I'm going to name 3 things that I'm thankful for. Number 1, I'm thankful for my health. Through 18 years, I've been blessed with great health throughout my life, and hopefully that continues. Number 2, I'm grateful for my family. I'm thankful for my family. They've always been there to support me, and we always have a great time together. So I love my family, and that's what I'm grateful for. Lastly, I'm thankful for you. All my subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for supporting me and in this YouTube. I would not be here without you guys. And we're only starting. Imagine what we do in a couple years, a couple months. This channel is going to continue to evolve, and I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you. And I want to challenge you guys. In the comment section right now, comment, name one thing you are thankful for in the comments, please. I want to see all your responses, and yeah, make sure you guys leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the Star Vision YouTube channel, and make sure to follow me on Twitter at the Star Vision. And with that being said, stay safe. COVID is real. Stay safe and peace out. Gobble gobble.